You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, JPA here, welcome back to my channel. Now, obviously the Old Firm game is coming up on Sunday. Looking forward to it, and to get myself in the mood, I'm trying to do as many kind of Old Firm related videos as I can. This time what I'm going to go for is current altogether 11, if you know what I mean, like a combined Rangers and Celtic, the best players for Rangers, best players for Celtic, and kind of mash them in together. Now obviously I didn't want to make it too one-sided and go for all Rangers players, and ultimately I didn't want to go all Celtic players. We'll just kind of, this is a little bit of fun, and I'll get straight into the video, guys. Now for me the goalkeeper was fairly easy. It's probably going to sound biased, but I'd go for Al McGregor. You've got the choice between McGregor and probably Craig Gordon when he's fit. And obviously I think Scott Bain comes in sometimes for Celtic. But out of the three, they're all Scottish. And when Al McGregor, well, just before he decided to hang up his gloves, he was the first pick of the three. And I think he is the better goalkeeper overall. He's got real good shot stopping. If you look at the number of saves he makes, even when we're not in the game, I know Craig Gordon does that as well, but for me, Gordon makes a lot of mistakes, particularly when he's passing it out the back. That might sound contradictory because obviously Al McGregor made that big mistake a couple of weeks ago against Kilmarnock, I think it was. Yeah, it was Kilmarnock. Yeah, that's the goalkeeper I went for, and I think he's merits his place in that team. I'll go into my left back now. I'll start at left back rather than right back, because if I start at right back and go the other way, it'll look like it's very, very one-sided in favour of Rangers. Spoiler alert. I've gone for Tierney at left back. I don't think there's any question about that in terms of ability. Going forward, he's a threat. He can score goals. I remember a couple of years ago he scored an absolute belter for about 40 yards. I can't remember who it was against because I didn't really watch Celtic that much. But I remember it being gone past about social media and stuff, and it was a really good goal. He can defend. I think he's a really good defender. He's obviously competing at international level with probably one of the best left backs in the world right now, and Andy Robertson. Strange to say that about a Scottish player actually. But yeah, he's unlucky in that sense that he can't fully get in that international team because there's someone slightly better in his position. We look at Rangers left backs, we've got Borna Barisic, who can never keep himself fit. When fit, Borna Barisic's delivery is absolutely fantastic, top notch. But again, he's just got himself injured on international duty there. And Andy Halliday works hard for the team. He's got a lot of fight in his game, but he's not as great going forward, so that's why I've gone for Tierney in that position. Next up is the first spot in centre back. I've obviously gone for two centre halves here, and what I'll do is I'll just pick a Rangers centre half and a Celtic one. For me, I've gone for Ajer, or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but for me, Celtic kind of chop and change their centre halves a lot. Sometimes you'll see Boyata in there, sometimes you'll see Simunovic. For me, Ajer's the complete player. He's very composed on the ball. He doesn't get beaten a lot. He's got a lot of pace. That's why I've gone ahead of him for the likes of Boyata, who I think makes a lot of mistakes. I remember that one in particular in the Old Firm game at Ibrox, where Windass completely took the ball off him and scored. And he looked like he kind of nerves got to him in that game. Ajer looks always pretty cool under any pressure, and that's why I've gone for him at the first centre back spot. Second centre half spot is probably not going to be any surprise in terms of what team he plays for. He's obviously a Rangers player, and in my opinion, out of the centre halves we have, Connor Goldson is by far the better player. Worrell's come into a bit of a game recently, the last couple of months, but I would say Goldson over the piece is more consistent. Yeah, he's had a couple of mistakes this season. That one in particular in Europe, where he went to clear the ball with the wrong foot and it ended up in the net. But overall, I think he's solid. Wears his heart on his sleeve, no pun intended, because of the operation he had on his heart. But yeah, I think he's a fantastic player, good leader, good in the air. Gets beat sometimes by the bounce of the ball, but we'll let that go. he's got good composure on the ball as well, I think, and that's why he's in my centre half spot. Right back, this is obviously another Rangers player, just to kind of balance it out there. But I also think he's the best right back over the two teams. Sorry, I've gone for James Tavernier. Now the reason I've gone for James Tavernier is the amount of assists and goals he gets is incredible for a right back. His crossing ability is top notch when he's on form. Obviously, he does let us down a little bit defensively, but if you look at Celtic's right backs, probably ask a Celtic fan and they'll probably tell you the same thing, that they're not quite happy with the right backs they've got at the moment. Loose stick they're not happy with. I don't think they quite like the way he fits into the team, and they've brought this other guy and I can't, for the life of me, can't remember his name. But this new boy they brought, I think he's French actually, he doesn't seem to be fitting in there either. So that's why I've gone for Tavernier. We didn't have another right back on that side, maybe Flanagan. We've not seen Poster play. So yeah, James Tavernier, simply for the amount of assists and goals he gets, I think would be very important to our team. Central midfield obviously is a 4-4-2. I've just gone for a flat 2. And obviously there's probably one more attacking than the other. I'll go for the first one is Callum McGregor. Now a lot of people might be surprised by that. You probably think I'll maybe go for a Scott Brown type. I'll go more into why I've not picked Scott Brown in a minute. For me, Callum McGregor, sorry, is a really good player. He's young, he's fit, he's athletic, he's never scared of the big occasion. I remember the times he's coming to the big Old Firm games and he doesn't look scared, he doesn't look out of place. Much like Tierney, he's just slotted right into that team. He doesn't even look like a youth player anymore. He looks like a mainstay in that team. Similarly for Scotland, he comes in, does a good job for Scotland as well. So I'm going to pick Callum McGregor for that midfield spot. Now for the second midfielder, obviously I've already stated I'm not going to pick Brown, and the reason I think that is because he's come to the end of his career. He's not got the legs anymore. He's still got the ambition. He's still got the fight in midfield. He's still got a tackle, and for what we've seen in the Scottish Cup recently, he's also still got a good goal in him. But for me, I've gone for someone slightly different, a younger version in my opinion. What do you get if you cross Captain Morgans and Jack Daniels? Captain Jack. That's what I've gone for, Ryan Jack, and I've picked him as my captain obviously as well. I think he could do the dirty work in midfield and let Callum McGregor, this is all hypothetical really, this would never ever happen this team, but if it was to happen, Ryan Jack could do dirty work, get the ball to your more prominent players like McGregor, who can do something with the ball in midfield. Jack's got good feet, he's strong in the tackle, he breaks up things so well in midfield, and obviously we've seen recently that he can get goals as well. Scored against Hamilton, scored against Celtic, so he can do it on a bigger occasion as well. So that's why I've gone for Ryan Jack in midfield, and he's my captain. On to the left of midfield, it's got a left winger type. I've gone for a natural winger rather than someone who's good in midfield who can drive forward. This was a really difficult decision because as much as your head says probably Sinclair, my heart's gone for Ryan Kent. No, I know he's a youth player, he's only in his first year at Rangers, but I think he's got that spark. He's one of the types of players like a Laudrup or a Larsson who, when you get the ball, you kind of expect something to happen. And he's more of a creative player. Obviously, Sinclair would give you probably a bigger goal threat in terms of scoring goals. But Ryan Kent's there to assist, and he's got that little bit of magic in midfield. So yeah, I've gone for left wing Ryan Kent. Over on the right, this again was another difficult decision because if I went solely for work ethic and crossing ability, I'd probably go for Kendeas. His work rate is unbelievable, but for me, if you're looking for a goal threat, and he is amongst the top goal scorers in the league, is James Forrest. He can run at players. Sometimes he doesn't look up by much, but he's shown this season so many times. Look at that 4-goal display against St Johnstone early on in the season. He's got an eye for goal. He does it for Scotland as well. And he's a constant nightmare for defenders. The worst thing as a defender, I know that myself because I play defence when I'm playing football, fives or whatever. If you've got a player running at you, it's very, very hard to defend against, and James Forrest falls into that category for me. Obviously, Candias is a different type of player. Doesn't run as much at you and doesn't try and beat you as much, but his delivery is maybe slightly better overall. But as I said, Forrest gives you that goal threat, and that's why I've gone for him the right. Up front, obviously, I've got two. I'll speak about the first one first, obviously. I've gone for Edward. Now, probably if fit and playing week in, week out, I'd probably go for Griffiths, but obviously he's having other problems that I'm not going to try and do this a serious video and no talk about and joke about what he's gone through. Must be pretty tough for the lad. So I've gone Edward. He can score in the big games. He scored in the Old Firm games. He's a goal threat. He's quick. He's very direct, and he's got a little bit of skill as well, which you like in a forward. So yeah, I'd go for Edward as a first. Last but not least, this probably was the easiest decision because he's the top goal scorer in the league. Yeah, he's full of controversy. It's the guy that Celtic fans love to hate, but Rangers fans love him. It's Alfredo Morelos. What can you say that hasn't already been said about Alfredo Morelos? He's a goal threat, obviously. He's got unbelievable fight. He'll fight for everything. He'll create space for other players to get in and behind. He can pass the ball. He does miss the odd sitter, but he's there to miss the next one, and he's there to score the next one as well. He's just constant threat to any defender. And yeah, obviously, as I said, he gets wound up a lot, but I would never take that fight out of him. It's like trying to take the fight out of Scott Brown. He wouldn't be the same player if you did that. So I think you've got to keep that element in there. Obviously, top goal scorer, you can't actually go wrong with picking somebody that scores goals, really. So that's my first 11 done. I'm not going to bother with subs or anything. I've already kind of suggested another couple of players that could slot in to their positions quite well anyway. So I don't think there's any point in doing the subs. I'll show you what it looks like on a football pitch. This is what it would look like. And hopefully that gives you an idea of how that would set up. Obviously that's it done. Please give me your opinions down below. Tell me what you think. Would you think goalkeeper would change, right back, left back, whatever? Please put down your own mashup. And obviously this is completely hypothetical. It's never going to happen. But it's just a bit of fun before the Old Firm game on Sunday. And I hope you can get involved in the comments and give you your opinion on whether I picked the right team or the wrong team. I'm sure a few Celtic fans would probably be picking up and going, oh, why is Scott Brown not there, blah, blah, blah. I've given my reasons for that. Yeah, get down below. Put in the comments what your team is. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.